Some people said it couldn't be done. Well, I did it. I finished my 2nd year. So happy birthday to me, 2 years old. I'm starting my 3rd year next week. And for all those people who said it couldn't be done, I've got something to say. And Old School Tactical Volume 3. This brings this popular old school tactical system to the Pacific theater of World War II. It's brutal, people. And what you get with this game are 3 sheets of unit, weapon, vehicle, and condition counters. These are 2mm thick counters, and they're rounded. Nice. A large, and I mean huge, 30 by 41-inch mounted map. 18 luck cards, data cards, 16 scenarios, player aid cards, color rulebook, dice, and a massive box and a lid. Hellbent, Pacific 1941 to 1945. This is a Old School Tactical Volume 3 expansion. And what you get is one 30 by 41-inch mounted game board map, a full sheet of counters, 13 scenarios, and a good-looking box and a lid. You know what's scarier than this? Or this? I thought it was this. But this. These guys are up to no good. You know it. Of the Gaming Gang takes a look at Old School Tactical Pacific War 1942 to 45, Volume 3 of Old School Tactical. He takes an in-depth look at the components. You want to know what's happening on the big board? I'll tell you what's happening on the big board. Kevin, Big Man, and all kinds, he's wrapping up play of World at War 85, the scenario Morris Test. Tim of Harebrained Games is doing his weekend games. 04 to 07. Or should I say, April 7th. Huh? Okay. And Harebrain also reviews Victory or Death, a Quartermaster General series game by Plastic Soldier Company. And Rob Oren, the strong man of war games, has asked me, not you, me, to come on board with his War and Pieces segment to be permanent co-host every Wednesday, 5, 6 o'clock on BGG. And this is who we had this week. Herman Lutman is live with Rob Oren and Dan Pancaldi. Obviously, that's me. I hate introducing myself. But anyways, Herman Lutman, what a great show. I had a great time. What a great guy. Herman, the world loves you. The Combat Board Gamer is doing a video about what he's been playing while we've all been shut in. I don't want to ruin it for you, but the first one is Field Commander Napoleon, and I'll leave it at that. And his other video is he's taken a look at South Africa, a game that was in Strategy and Tactics magazine, designed by Irad B. Hardy. Hexes and Soldiers is being a nice guy in these times and giving away, via digital download, a free Hexes and Soldiers magazine. What a nice guy. Also, he's taking a look inside Old School Tactical 3 core game and Hellbent expansion. And I'd also like to wish AJ a happy birthday. Everybody, please wish him a happy birthday. Thanks, AJ. Happy birthday. And the gentlemen of the Player's Aid are unboxing Next War Korea from Gene Billingsley and Mitchell Land, published by GNT, and also reviewing Castle Itter, published by DVG, designed by Superstar, New Kid on the Block, David Thompson. Mauro Faina has a video out on Cataphract, published by DVG, and the scenario he plays as Ezio against Attila in the great battles of history. GIMPY of the GIMPY Gamer has a video out on his quarantine diaries, and also he does Conflict of Heroes Storms of Steel Campaign 3 Part 3. Bonding with board games with the Chief, Bart Brunsheen, and Hamtag's co-host, Judge Vance. In this Hamtag episodes, they are doing the fans' top 5 card-assisted war games. Tad of the Itinerant Hobbyist has cracked up. He's walking around the streets of wherever he walks around in his bathrobe. He's lost it, ladies and gentlemen. And also, because he's got a lot of time on his hands, he's doing Becca's Command Blitzkrieg Commander, a live play parts 1 and 2.
Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to Centurions Review, the punk rock band of war game review institutions. The first game we're doing a review of, is going to be a written review on our website, is Marathon from Turning Point Simulations. Review should be ready by Sunday. I'm still playtesting it, but so far so good. Seems alright. The first game we're doing a first look at on our YouTube channel is Soldier Kings, the 7-Year War Worldwide. It's from Avalanche Press Games. It has 2 maps. They're both point-to-point maps. One is of Europe and Africa and so forth, and the other is of North and South America. Looks pretty interesting. From GMT Games, we're doing a first look at Washington's War. This is a Mark Herman game about the American Revolution. It's got stand-up markers for your units, and it's also card driven. It looks like it'll be a lot of fun. And the last game we're doing a first look at on our YouTube channel is the deluxe edition of the Great Battles of Alexander. It's about the Macedonian art of war from 338 to 326 BC. It's got about 10 battles in it. This includes 1 expansion, and it looks like a pretty detailed game, but it looks like once you learn how to play it, you could play some of the greatest battles in history, so that's cool. Anyhow, thanks for watching, and hope to see you guys soon on our website and on our YouTube channel. Stay safe.
And the Goblin Show in Italy talks about war games, and who better to propagate the war game bug than il professore Riccardo Mazzini, who actually has a new book out, co-authored by his dad. And the book, ladies and gentlemen, is entitled, in Italian I'll say first, La guerra di carta 2.0, giocare con la storia nel terzo millennio, The War of Paper 2.0, playing with stories in the third millennia. Homo Ludens and Fred Serval with one of the best top 5 to trick people into wargaming videos I have ever seen. Intelligent, funny, and very cunning. Excellent, Fred. I should say, in Quebec French, salut mon gars. But I'll say it in France French. Très bien joué, Fred. And the war game version of PBS, the Oaken Knight, continues his campaign on the Drive on Gießen from World at War 85 by Lock and Load Publishing. And Artie of ARDWULF'S LAIR is doing a playthrough of Brazen Chariots. This is a battalion combat series, Battles for Tobruk, 1941, published by Multiman Publishing, and he's also doing an unboxing of Operation Mercury, The Invasion of Crete, designed by Joe Chacon, published by MMP, and this is a grand tactical series. Also, Ardy takes a closer look at Traveler's Element class cruisers, and continues his playthrough in the social distance warfare tactical system. Victory Games, learning how to play the Civil War by Eric Lee Smith. And I'd also like to give a nice shout out to ARDWULF from ARDWULF'S LAIR for being a supporter of my show. Thanks, Gary. Rough Swordsman Wargamer is continuing his playthrough part 4 of Lock and Load Publishing, Nations at War, White Star Rising. And Mo of Mo's Game Table is taking a look inside Nations at War Digital from Lock and Load Publishing. This is a preview. Major Tom Solo is doing a Vassal playthrough of Warfighter Modern by DVG. The soft-spoken but formidable foe! Jonathan Townsend is continuing his Austerlitz, Napoleon's Greatest Victory episode, A Draw Conceded. Stephen Dolges is attempting the unattemptable. He's doing a setup walkthrough, this is part 2, of World in Flames, designed by Greg Pinder and Harry Rowland, published by the Australian Design Group. Counterproductive Games is setting up for solo play of Sails of Glory, plus doing turns 1 and 2. Sails of Glory is published by Ares Games. Seek Out and Play shows us how to play Warfighter Shadow War, the Night activity. The Military Board Gamer is taking on Multi-Man Publishing's The Battalion Combat Series, Brazen Chariots, The Battles for Tobruk, 1941, designed by Dean Essig. And Ben Harsh of Harsh Rules is breaking down Paths of Glory, Part 2, a game published by GMT and designed by Ted Racer. And the War Game Reviewer is taking a look and reviewing Austerlitz 1805, Rising Eagle, published by HEXES Games. Tim Korchnoi of Bare Bones Wargaming is checking out his new copy of The Great Crisis of Frederick II, a game designed by Tetsuya Nakamura-san and published by VUCA Simulations. Also, check out that fantastic artwork by Patrick Gebhard. Heinemann of Let's Play History has a ton of videos out. Yeah. Oh my god. Jan! Life's too short, Jan. For me. Do it for me, okay? So Jan of Let's Play History is playing Strategic Command World War II War in Europe, and then he continues with Fields of Glory 2 Hannibal at Portas, and continues Tropical 6 Viva la Revolución, and goes back to Strategic Command World War II War in Europe with Tropical 6 again, Viva la Revolución, going back to Fields of Glory Hannibal at Portas, continuing with Tropical 6 Viva la Revolución, going back to Strategic Command, World War II, War in Europe, and Tastenhauer, Radio General. I'm sorry, I don't know that, but check out his channel. I think it's great. And finishes off with Fields of Glory 2, Hannibal at Portas. No, 5 hours ago, he's finishing off Tastenhauer, Radio General. Check it out. He's doing this for us. JK Wargames is demoing Scream, Aim, Fire! Devin, the OG, has the clout to give away a Steam key to I don't know what game, but check it out. I don't want to spoil it. If you want to learn how to play Napoleon's Eagles, Storm in the East, well, look no further than Thursday Night Gamers. Folks who are struggling with the offense in Napoleons Eagles have been asking for strategy tips. Well, here you go. So they give you a slideshow in video format consisting of single images and text. And he says, or they say, hope it helps. And Charles Cab of the Charlotte Area Historical Gaming is checking out Tank Duel, Enemy in the Crosshairs on Vassal. And Stigler is back with a live video of Dick Whitaker of the great battles of the American Civil War and how he took over from Richard Berg. And they discuss upcoming Into the Woods, Shiloh, Game and More. The evolving warfighter is having a conversation with Dr. Bruce Goodmanson about the purpose of military learning and how military education can support self-directed learning. Napoleon's Triumph is taking a quick look at what's on the gaming bed for April 2020, the Deep State Lockdown episode. USA Patriot 416, 3 years going deep into 1983 with a game published by Centurion Games, designed by Stephen B. Patrick, Neil A. Rosenberg, and Milton Rosenberg. Crisis in the Ukraine. Wayne Hansen plays the starter kit of Lock and Load Tactical's digital game. The scenario is rejoining the regiment. And Bubbles and the boys from the Trailer Park Boys are on swearnet.com. Yes, swearnet.com. And they're on the road with the Trailer Park Boys with 2D Ricky. 18 and over, please. 18 and over. Harold on Games and his third 5-pack, which I find really nice of him to put all this out, especially in these bloody times. But anyways, here we go. So 5-pack, third 5-pack, number 1, he interviews none other than Volko Ronke. And 5-pack number 12, which is number 2, not to be confused, of the third pack. Anyways, he interviews from the Philippines John Sai, which I had the pleasure of meeting at WBC. 5-pack number 13, Morgan Guyon-Reti from Canada. And from Germany, Vesa Arpanen, the designer. And 5-pack number 15, none other than our very own, and I mean that by Canadians' very own, Brian Train. Thanks, Harold. Another week, another show. Stay safe. Keep distances, stay home, play games, man. I mean, start a hobby if you don't have a hobby. Learn a language. Listen to some music you never heard of before. Listen to Bach. Listen to Mozart. Why is Mozart like a genius? Well, it's because his melodies are incredibly easy to remember, and below that, all the harmonies, there's some wicked stuff happening there, man. Be safe, be safe. Saw the pictures from New York. The mass graves flipped me out a little bit. I'm sure flipped a lot of people out. That's heavy. Have a good week. Be safe. Bonding with board games and hand tag, the fine. Bonding with board games with the chief, Okay, pa! Let's play this game! You said last week we were gonna play this game! You know what? Why don't you call Gloryhound, you know? Maybe play a game on the phone, FaceTime or something. Glory what? Who's Gloryhound? And just like that. Okay, let's play. I don't want to play. Shut up! It's been a while I wanted to get into this company. Worthington Games. Huh? You should see what they got. I'll show you what I got. So Worthington Publishing is a war game company, but not the type of games you're thinking of. Not the heavy war games, light war games, block games for the whole family. General Custer, Cowboys and Indians 2, the Civil War, many Civil War titles. It's American history. You know what, for people who don't like the idea of neutralizing your enemy because it's a war game, well, Worthington is fantastic because, look, we've done Dunkirk before, right? And basically you're not neutralizing anybody, you're just removing them from the board. Look, we have to be serious here. I mean, this is a war game segment. It's not a namby-pamby segment, you know what I'm saying? Like this. But if you're in the mood for something a little bit more tactical, well, you can play Band of Brothers, where you can find, fix, flank, and finish. Most war games have a story. This one has a huge narrative. It's about the 101 Airborne, the Band of Brothers. Super easy game to get into. 3 out of 10 in complexity. It's a game designed by Jim Crone. And you got tanks, infantry, artillery. See, this is what the map looks like. Top left, those are brick houses. Top right, those are wooden houses. The brick houses offer you more defense. Why? They're made out of brick. See, everything's logical in a war game. Now let's look at a squad. On the right-hand side, you see morale, 10, 6, and 2. 10 means you're in great health. 6 means you're suppressed. You're lying down under cover. 2 means you're really scared. Now let's go to the left. Firepower. Well, 6. That's like hit points. Range. How far can you shoot? Well, 5. 5 spaces. Proficiency. That's how tough you are. That guy's big and the other guy's small. But hey, we know the story. And in war games, you use your brains, just like David did. 2, the lower number, the better. And casualty, that's your defense. The higher number, the better. They have 2 other games in the series. The second one being Ghost Panzer. That's the 11th Panzer Division. And why they call them Ghost Panzer? Because they came in, blew them up, ran away. Nobody saw them. And the third game is called Texas Arrows. Guess where they were from? So for the next few weeks, we're going to cover Worthington Publishing. Stick around.